If you remember, on 22nd of July 2025, the UK government changed the rules for skilled work visa, and the new requirement for salary to apply for skilled work visa is £41,700 per annum. This created confusion among teaching community, and I received so many emails, messages and DMs about whether this rule applies to teachers or not, because the government mentioned that anyone who want to apply for skilled work visa, they should be earning at least £41,700 per annum. So in this video today, I am going to explain in details about this rule, and also as a teacher, will this rule impact or not. So if you are interested, please watch this video. Amir Hassan here, and welcome to my Facebook page and YouTube channel. Before I start this video, I request you to please subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so, and also please press on the bell icon so that whenever I make a video, you get notified. So let's start this video. So if you remember, on 22nd of July, the government issued a new policy, and I'm just going to read through what is written on the website. It says that you will usually need to be paid at least whichever is the higher out of the following: £41,700 per year, or the standard going rate for the type of work you will be doing. Now this is very important to understand that, for example, if the going rate for a job is 45,000 per annum and you are paid 42,000 per annum, you still do not qualify to apply for skilled work visa, because your salary has to be same as a standard rate or higher. It cannot be lower than the standard rate for the type of work. Now what does it mean? So basically it means that if you just want to see what is the going rate for different jobs, so for example, I will just go 2 or 3 examples. So let's say you are offered a job of chief executive, and if you see the standard going rate for a chief executive, that is £88,100 per annum. But if you are offered a job and a salary of, let's say, £66,000 per annum, then you do not qualify for skilled work visa, because your salary is lower than the actual going rate. So this is very important to understand, that your salary has to be first of all whichever is higher, basically. So £41,700 is obviously the requirement, but you should be paid as per the standard going rate. Similarly, if you look at other example, I will just go at the end and I'm going to see what it says. So for example, if you see the next one, and that is let's take another example. Let's say chartered accountants. So if you see, the salary requirement is £49,200 per annum. This is the standard rate. So if you are paid less than this amount, then it means that let's say you're paid 44,000, then you do not qualify for this rule. Now the main question arises that whether the teachers will be affected by this rule or not. So in order to see it, we again need to go to the government website and see what the rule says. Now if you go to the website, the government mentions very clearly about the rules on the healthcare and the education. So if you work in healthcare or education, there are different salary rules, and you must be paid whichever is higher out of the following: 25,000 per year, or the going rate based on the national pay scale for the type of work you will be doing. So minimum requirement is 25,000, but obviously you need to be basically maintaining the national pay scale. So what is the national pay scale? So I will just go for the healthcare professions first. So if you see, there are different pay scales over here. For example, physiotherapist or clinical psychologist, or midwife, nurses, etc. They're different, or social worker or dental nurses. So you can see the different bands they have mentioned, and they have written the salary as well on the website. And now I move on to the teaching sector. So if you work as an unqualified teacher, obviously the salary is 21,000. So you do not qualify. Obviously the minimum salary requirement is 25,000. But for qualified teachers, it means that if you're doing PGC with QTS, and if you are not coming to London, you are coming outside London, so the minimum salary is basically 31,650. So even though it is less than 41,700 pounds per annum, but because you work in education, then you do not need to worry. If you are able to get a job with this much salary, you should be able to apply for skilled work visa. And similarly, if you see the different rules like leadership group, for example, or lead practitioner, etc., or head teachers, for example, so you can see there are different salaries that have been mentioned on this website. So if you are coming to do PGC with QTS, You do not need to worry about the salary requirement. You do not need to worry about 41,700 because this rule does not apply to teachers. And I said earlier in my previous videos as well that there is a shortage of teachers across the UK. And if you are able to teach any subject, there are different subjects, for example, design and technology, food technology, or for example, maths, science, physics, chemistry, biology, for example, or accounting or business, for example, or any other subject that you are interested in, for example, religious studies or like physical education. There are loads of subjects available. You can apply for PGC with QTS, and you can, instead of doing any other masters, many people come to the UK and do in different sort of masters, but they are not able to find jobs. But if you do teaching training course, you can apply for jobs, and you can get RQF6 or RQF7 jobs easily in the school sector based on the teaching qualification that you have done. It is easier compared to other jobs, other job hunting. For example, if you do any masters, let's say in management or marketing, for example, it is very, very difficult to get skilled work visa now in the UK based on those degrees. But if you do PGC with QTS teaching training course, obviously you can get the job easily. If you need one-to-one sport consultancy, for example, and if you don't know how to apply for it, and if you need my personalized sport to apply for PGC with QTS, please write an email at info@aghredalliance.org. We do provide consultancy from scratch to finish. We try to get admission for you guys if you need any help, any support. So we support throughout the application process and guide you through. So if you need our help, you can always email us. Otherwise, I have made so many videos on this topic. You can watch those videos. They are for free, and you can actually start your applying for your teaching journey. Remember, for September 2025 intake, it is now very difficult to get admission, next to impossible basically, because September is just around the corner. But for September 2026 intake, obviously the new sessions and the admissions are going to be open in October 2025. And also, I would request you to please watch the video if you are struggling to lose your weight. I have put a lot of effort in making a whole series, 17 episodes on my weight loss journey. Please watch those videos as well. And anyone who needs help in reducing their weight, please share the videos with them. And also, please do subscribe to my channel. Press on the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you are always notified about it. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any comments, anything you need to ask, please write them in the comment section. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to contact me, the best way is to write the comment in the comment section. It's not a good idea to directly DM me because obviously I receive so many messages and I can't address each and every message. So please write your question in the comment section. If you need consultancy, you can always email at info@aghredalliance. But otherwise, if you have any questions, any queries, please do write in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Amir Hassan signing off.